Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another Alpha.fx market analysis. We're going to start reviewing yesterday's trade, which was stop loss. It went basically straight to our stop loss. Let's check here. So everything pointed for the NCD to go down, right, against the dollar, and it went straight up. Why is the question, right? Okay, so let's analyze a little bit yesterday's scenario. Dixie was bearish, right, as we expected. So, in the case that, as we've been expecting for a while already, but we didn't expect for yesterday to be such a bullish day, right? And it wasn't. But it had this bearish candle within the range, right? That was enough to take us out of our trade. Now it's rangy, due to Powell's speech saying absolutely nothing, cautious, data driven, blah 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 blah, always the same. So it's expected for the Dixie to stay within that range, right? So that was basically yesterday's trade. We are 1 hour negative on this week. It's only Tuesday. Remember, don't stress about a single or multiple losses, right? Because what we trade are probabilities, not certainties, right? And probabilities are in our favor on a long sample, on a big sample of trades, right? Else, there are no probabilities, right? So we have a win rate, but we don't know when are we going to be facing the losing trades, or how long are going to be the losing streaks, right? Streaks. I mean losing in a row. So forget about thinking about one single trade, two single trade, even 5 single trades, right? 5 trades. We play the long game, right? All right. That being said, because many of you are still initiating in this world of trading and you don't understand that losing is exactly part of the business. If you are not good at losing in this game, you should not be here, right? Okay. Take it, just one more side note, take it as the cost of the gas to go to your work and come back, right? You used to pay for that and you didn't take it as a loss, right? Oh, I'm losing that money because I'm spending it in the gas so I can get to work and come back. Every job have costs. This is one of them. All right, losing in trading is one of the costs of trading. Okay, now let's move on. Let's start with today's analysis with the economic calendar, as per usual. We're gonna put this to only today. I don't want to. And what do we have? 10 a.m. European IFO climate business. Nothing else. The Australian dollar already had better than expected monthly CPI. So let's start putting together our daily process. There we go. Now we go for relative strength analysis. What do we have for today, right? We have so mixed, right? The Aussie is strong, I assume, per the data-driven results, right? The data-driven trades. And we have JPY, Aussie JPY, two Asian pairs, Asian currencies. Else the euro is partially. Sorry guys. Okay. It's kind of weak. Aussie is definitely the strongest, right? By far. And the weakest, yeah, JPY. And the second, yeah, euro. Okay, let's put euro. Now we're gonna check this. But first we're gonna go over Dixie. Why? Because yesterday we didn't, and we should have. This was in the middle of the reshaping of the process for a simplified one. So it's okay, but it's okay to have done it only once, right? We don't repeat our mistakes. That's one of our premises. Okay. Let's go to the 4 hour. Alright, we have a supply right there. This one, which has already been touched many times. We're expecting bearishness, but it's not granted. But let's, okay, so we're doing lower lows and lower highs in the 4 hour. Let's check the hourly. The hourly went rangy. We're totally rangy. So, rangy. Yesterday's New York high will be the next. Let's put it like that. Actually, this is an interesting point. We have this price inefficiency, so we might be heading there. But overall, we are downtrending, right? In the, and let's check the 16. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we did a double bottom right here, and now we are. Should get another rejection from there to confirm the continuation of the downtrend. Okay, let's put the screen cap of the 4 hour, where we can see that we are in an overall downtrend, but at the moment we are a little bit rangy, trading within a range, if you want the correct terminology. Okay, let's write it. This one should go here. Alright, so now let's check stronger versus weaker AUDJPY and AUD Euro, and let's decide which one is the most tradable, AUDJPY, Euro AUD. Right? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, look, AUDJPY. So I had a swing short position here. It shouldn't be here, so let's remove it. Should be on the swing. Let's go to the daily. Okay, what do we have? We have a very bullish trend, currently facing a supply zone, higher time frame supply zone, from where it has already been rejected, but I don't think this time it's gonna hold, so okay, let's bear that in mind. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, this is 16. Oh no, I want the 4 hour. Alright. 4 hour. Getting into bullish territory again. Up, down, up, yeah, down. Yeah, we're seeing an uptrend on the 4 hour. This was just a consolidation. This was not a higher low. So we just broke out of this kind of rangy environment, so we're expecting further upside move in the AUDJPY. On the lower time frames, we have a clear supply zone right here, from which it has reacted already. We need to see how the 8 AM candle closes, and from that we could be aiming for the next main supply zone right here, or moving to another pair. Alright, so this is an extended move. I have a rally base right there, so okay, let's put this like this. One thing that is good is that we have non-commercials long in the AUD and short in the JPY. So the higher time frame is fundamentally supported by non-commercials. So let's write it down. Trending in all time frames. Okay, up trending in all time frames. Just want to check something. Okay. Now let's check Euro AUD, right? Euro AUD. Alright, we had a stop loss. When was this? Yesterday? No. Yeah, I don't know why this is here, but we didn't take any short on Euro AUD. And okay. Definitely not liking it. Look at this. I'm not gonna be. So this would be a short, right? We would be shorting this, not longing. So so choppy. Why? So choppy. So choppy. Yeah, but look at the. No, I don't like it. Too choppy. Too choppy. All right, so I'm gonna put a screen capture right here. COT supporting also the trade, but yeah, choppy, too choppy. Considering we trade momentum, right? There is a good Asian fade right here, right? A good momentum fade during the Asian session. But, this is a huge but, right? Since we got into London at 8, we're seeing a rejection. What would this mean? For sure we're gonna hit at least 50% of that fade move. And that 50% it will be going back above the moving averages of the 4 hour. And it will be rejecting the moving averages on the daily towards the upside. So I definitely don't like it. Definitely don't like it. Let's put this here. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Choppy and in line with bias. Kind of bullish now is. What can we say for this here? Yeah, technically we broke. We did a lower low and lower high, so we should be doing a lower high and lower low after this move. But yeah, then we look at the daily, and oh, actually the daily looks. Let me check it again. Let me check this again. this could be kind of a quasi QM, if you know the information, right? Something like this. And that's why we got this reaction, but we still, no, it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. So, yeah. Choppy and not in line with our momentum bias across all time frames. Across all time frames, period. That's it. So, let's check in AUDJPY if we actually have a setup, right? That's our next step. Let's check AUDJPY. AUDJPY, boom. AUDJPY. Alright, so let's check the lower time frame, let's check the hourly, let's think about this. So we've taken 1, 2, wow, that's a lot, man. 3 highs, and we've rejected only to the 4th, right? That is a lot of strength, right? Look, there has not been a single decent pullback, right? So let's draw a fib here, which I don't think we're gonna be needing, but just to check levels. So this is, if you see the time, right? 3 a.m. If you go to the calendar, 3:30. The AUD monthly CPI indicator, 3/2.9, and previous was 2.8. So it's obviously data driven. The question is, are we gonna have a follow-up during London and New York? And the most probable answer to that is yes. The question is where. So do we have this huge imbalance, price imbalance right here, right? Price imbalance, fair value gap, call it as you wish, right? Price inefficiency. And then the lower, let's check this. What is the ATR right here on the hourly? We only trade hourly, remember, okay? On the hourly we have 13 pips of ATR. That would mean, let's check it out, 70 pips, 13 pips. Okay, let's put 14 just for the sake of it. 14 pips. You think we're gonna go back only to this level, so, and the 50% is there. We have this demand area. And then we don't have, oh yeah, we have this one. Oh, yep. I'm definitely going with the 15 minutes. Definitely going for the 15 minutes. Okay, but I'm gonna set an alarm here. Why? Because I want to see a rejection. I want to see a confirmation candle. You know how that kind of entry is, right? So let's put here, let's put price. And one more. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put set 2 alarms, right? This one. Proximity level, proximity alarm, add alert. That's our first one. And I'm gonna go to the 15. I'm gonna set this level. Also proximity. And we're gonna set this. The trade I'm looking for is this one, right? But I'm only gonna trade it after a confirmation candle. You know what it is? So that would be our play for today, right? And yeah, if you ask me why don't you leave a pending limit? Because we already have an extended move, right? And I want to see if markets, London and New York, actually follow up on that that repricing, or they're only gonna get into the move after price drops below the 50% move, right? So yeah, that's the reason right there. Let's put this here. I'm gonna move this here so we can delete this one. And this, I'm gonna leave that. But remember that's the potential trade, not the trade, right? Let's go. This is yesterday's, so we close it and AUDJPY very bullish due to CPI was right. Wow, AUDCPI coming better than expected. There you go. Alright guys, that's it for today. You have the alarms, trade your plan, and remember, always be an alpha at everything you do. See ya. Bye bye.